When Erin and I talk to others who've hosted for any length of time on Airbnb, we hear the same thing over and over again. Airbnb changed our lives. We worked with several clients whose Airbnb money emboldened them to make new choices.
And that's our story as well. In addition to paying down credit card debt and buying a car, our Airbnb money helped us buy our first home. Since then, we've leveraged that to buy other investment properties.
But for the uninitiated, Airbnb and short-term rentals can seem a little daunting, but it doesn't have to be. While perfecting the art of Airbnb takes some time, getting started is easy. Here are 6 steps you need to take to become a successful Airbnb host.
Check your city and HOA laws. Whether you choose to follow the rules on Airbnb is up to you, but you should at least know what they are and the consequences of breaking them. To find your city laws, call your city's planning or zoning department. There are 3 questions you need to ask your city planner. The first is, do they have any rules specific to short-term renting, Airbnb, or VRBO? The second is, do they have rules restricting rentals that are 30 days or less? And finally, are short-term rentals recognized in the city use code? And if they aren't, are uses not addressed in the use code considered illegal?
Asking those 3 questions should tell you what you need to know about the legality of short-term renting in your city. Similarly, if you have an HOA, you'll want to check the declarations or email your HOA board and ask them if they have any rules limiting 30-day or less rentals. Some condo communities are small enough that directly asking them may put you on their radar, so reviewing the governing docs might be your best option.
Declutter your space.
Paring down your furnishings to the minimum is a surefire way to make your place more appealing in photographs. Some staging experts recommend getting rid of 1/3 of your furniture for the best look. Even the frumpiest couch will look a lot better when it's not surrounded by junk.
If that doesn't seem feasible, make sure your place is at least tidy. Tuck chairs into the table, fold blankets, organize magazines and books, and remove any dishes from the sink. It may seem obvious, but it isn't to everyone. So just remember, tidier is better.
Hire a photographer. Here's something to remember. Potential guests are looking at tens of listings and making snap judgments based on a quick glance. What draws them in? Photographs. Unless you have some expertise with photography, your smartphone isn't going to cut it.
Instead, do one of 2 things. Take advantage of Airbnb's free photography or hire your own. Many listings qualify for Airbnb's free photography. Just Google Airbnb free photography. Unfortunately, some listings don't qualify or the wait may be too long. In that case, I urge you to hire a professional real estate photographer. It may be $100 or $150, but you'll make that up in no time. List your space.
When listing your space, think inside and out. What's the most appealing about the inside of your space? And what's the most appealing about the outside or the location? When you have your answers, fold them into one headline. And when doing this, try to sell the experience, not just the amenities. For instance, a good listing title would be Live the Locals Life, 1 bedroom within walking distance to downtown. Or, for instance, See the City, urban loft with floor-to-ceiling windows.
The listing is also a great place to discuss other important items. Are animals allowed? Is there laundry? How much is it? Remember, this is public, so list the basics here, but not the details. In other words, no Wi-Fi passwords, nothing rude about the neighbors, etc.
One other note on your listing. Be transparent and honest about your space. People will forgive a leaky faucet or a not quite as light basement apartment if you're upfront with them. Set accurate expectations, and you'll prevent a lot of problems in the future.
Pricing your Airbnb. Okay, so you've decluttered your place, taken good photos, and set up your listing. Now how much do you charge? You've got a couple tools. Airbnb Smart Pricing. Airbnb offers a tool that sets the price for you. This is great for those that don't want to think too much. The problem is that they're based on averages. And if your home is above average, and 50% of you will be, then Airbnb is pricing you too low. I've heard of people upset that somehow Airbnb allowed their 2-bedroom condo to get booked for $70 a night over New Year's Eve. Outside pricing tools. There's a cottage industry of dynamic pricing tools tailored to short-term rentals. These have the same benefit of Airbnb's smart pricing and the same drawbacks. It's easy to use, but not that precise. Do your own research. The third option, and our personal favorite, is some good old-fashioned market research. Act like you're a guest and search for properties of similar size with similar furnishings in your immediate area. Be sure to check the reviews to see if they have a few recent ones, which would indicate they're getting booked.
Now that you know what comparable properties rent for, you're set. Well, okay, almost. When you're first starting out, you should cut 10 to 20% off that price. Now, why would you do that? Because positive reviews are one of the best ways to move up in the Airbnb search rankings. If you're priced at the same rate as similar properties that have a lot of reviews, guests are going to choose the listing with reviews. That's just obvious. You need to undercut your competition for a while. Grab a couple stellar reviews, and only then should you start to raise your price.
Be nice. I can't emphasize this one enough. Be enthusiastic and nice in your messages, in your face-to-face interactions, and in any phone calls or texts that you have during your guest stay.
This is both an offensive and a defensive tactic. It's offensive because your kindness may spill into the good review they'll leave. That's a good thing. It's defensive because I've found that even if a guest has had a bad time at your place, if they like you and they think you've tried really hard, they're less likely to leave a bad review. I know we've hosted tens of people who I know had something go wrong during their stay, and they either don't leave a review at all, or they leave a review that simply says the hosts were super attentive and nice.
As we said before, to become a rockstar Airbnb host, it takes time, and there are certainly more advanced tips to follow when operating a short-term rental. But don't let that stop you. Take the steps we talked about and give it a go. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give us a thumbs up and let us know in the comments section.
For BiggerPockets.com, my name is James.
And I'm Erin. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned next week to learn some of the pros and cons that come with Airbnb rentals.